Hey guys, welcome back to RMA Garage. I'm Mark, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about my Viair air compressor. Now, if you watched our last video, we talked about how a valve extension lost air and we had a tire go down, thankfully while parking, not while driving. And we used this air compressor to air the tire back up so we were able to go on our way. So I thought I'd do a quick video here on what it is, the model, the attachments that we use, and basically how we use it. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but my neighbor has been weed whacking for the last 45 minutes. I don't know if there's any grass left in his yard or not, but I just can't even imagine. So this model here is model number 40047, as it is stamped on the, there's a sticker here on the body, but the actual number on the front here also says it's model number 400 P, and that's P as in Paul, -RV, automatic portable compressor. So that is the one that we're going to be looking at, and I'm going to leave a link below on the accessories, the bag, basically the model that I bought. Okay, the first thing I want to show you on this is that it has a air filter. And the reason why I like this is because it's just a nice feature that you know that you're not getting any particulate or debris when you're filling up your tires. It has a pre-filter that's nice, and it's basically just a foam that can be clean. And there's actually in here, and it's shoved in there pretty good. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it out. But there's actually a 1/8" thick fabric filter in there that is the actual filter itself. So you got a pre-filter and another filter, and then you put that on, and then you install the front cover. Trying to do this with my left hand is a little crazy, but it's a little finicky. Gripe number one, I don't think that's on 100%. There we go, it's on now. I guess I'm right-handed. So this is the air filter that keeps the actual compressor body itself clean, free from any debris. The way that it hooks up to the RV, or to any vehicle for that matter, is the clips. You got obviously positive and negative. I've used the coach battery before, which is under the step when you walk into the RV, but sometimes that can get a little cumbersome because if I'm airing up a tire and people are going in and out and doing whatever, they got to step over the battery box, which I've done in the past, and it's cumbersome. So what I ended up doing is I just popped the hood on the van, and I plug this to the actual automotive battery in the engine compartment. So I plug this in, and then there's a switch in the back right here, turns it on and off, no issues. And then it's got, it does have a, I don't know if you guys can see this, it has a fuse, and this fuse I believe is a 40 amp fuse. So if anything happens or shorts out, it will kick off. Okay, so that's how you attach it to the vehicle. Then of course the line, the compressor body is in the front here, and then the air comes out the back. So the tube comes out this way. And I believe this little piece down here goes into this body. There is a pressure switch in here that turns this off. So once the system is pressurized within it doesn't just keep pumping. When there's a demand for air and the pressure drops, this turns on. So then, it doesn't run continuously. I do notice though, when you're airing up the tires and maybe you've been using this for 10-15 minutes, the head of this compressor gets very hot. It's noticeably hot. I mean, obviously this is I think this is cast aluminum on top here, so it's a good heat sink, but this gets very hot. So you gotta be very careful with this. Make sure you keep your hands away and don't bump that. Sometimes I've let this thing sit for a few minutes before putting it back in the bag because it does get that hot. So basically the way that you attach to the compressor is they give you, there's two of these actually. This is a lot of hose. I mean, basically there's two of these that come with the package. And when you plug both of these things in together and you have the air compressor in the front of the vehicle, this will actually make it all the way around the RV to all four wheels. You don't have to move anything around. This is so nice. It is so convenient to do it this way. And basically you attach this to the back, and then here you attach to the next line, and I guess I can show you the other one. There's the other one. So I want to show you, so the first one that you use has one quick disconnect here, and then it has the male end. So this one here, the second hose, that attaches, and then you have the quick disconnect at the end, which you normally see on an air compressor itself. So you have a female end, a male end on the first one, and then you got two female ends. You got two quick disconnects on the other end. Okay, so I've got all this stuff here. I'm going to set it aside, but I'm going to take this off so I can show you. So this would be the end that you're connecting from the compressor to your attachments, and that's what we're going to go over now. So the first attachment that I used prior to the valve extension problem that I had, which I encourage you to go look at that video, was that was this attachment. And basically this attachment you can actually screw onto the valve stem. So if this was a valve stem here, you can screw this on, and there's a positive attachment. So once it seats, this can't come off, which is nice because if it's freezing cold outside, which I've had to do in the past, or if it's raining, or if it's your fingers are cold, you don't have to hold things on to the valve stem. You can just screw this on, and you know you have positive attachment, and you're good to go. Okay, so that's the main attachment. But what I have here, and this is what I love about Viair. Okay, they actually have a trigger switch, which it has a dowel on it already. It connects. So basically, what this would do is this would connect to the hose, like so. And then this would connect to the front, like, oh, trying to do this two hands here. Okay, so this is how I used to air up the tires for the most part, and for the most part I can use this as well, but this isn't the main one that I use. But if you have, if you want to screw that into the valve stem so you have a positive attachment, and then basically use the trigger here to fill up the air, and then when you fill it up, the dial will move, and then once you let it go, it'll tell you what the pressure is in the tire. So you don't have to air up the tire and then grab a separate pressure gauge and check the tire and then go back and forth, back and forth. You basically just use this, and it'll show you what the pressure is on in the line and in the tire. So this is so helpful. It makes it so much easier, and it doesn't take very long. Okay, so then the other one that I use, again, I encourage you to watch my other video. This is the longer extension, and this is what I use to fill up the inner dually on the back. Okay, because this will reach in and get the dually on the inside, and I don't use valve extensions anymore. I just use this. So this allows me to go through the holes in the rim, and I can get to the valve stem with this long extension. Okay, so that's basically what I use. I use this one for the inner dually, and I use this one for the outer dually and the front tire. So that is how I air up my tires. Now there is one other feature. Now this did not come with the air compressor, but this is a regulator. It's a air regulator, which means that you can regulate how much pressure comes out of the air compressor. This here just basically comes out as full pressure as what this system can handle. But the reason why I bought this is for cleaning out the air lines in my, for cleaning out and blowing out the water in my lines. So if I want to winterize my RV, I can use this pressure gauge and I can attach it to this system, okay? And then I got a hose that goes to the RV. This here connects to the freshwater inlet to the RV. And I use this and I use the pressure regulator. And what I do is I hold pressure here and then I dial this to whatever pressure that I want, which is, I usually keep it around 40 PSI. That's not real high. It's just enough to push the water out of the lines and to drain it. So if you don't want to use the RV winterizing antifreeze, you can blow the lines out with using this. Now this here will safeguard not blowing any, not pressuring the lines too much and causing any problems or any leaks throughout your system. So this here is actually made by Viair. I bought it separately, but I think that when you go on Amazon and you look this up, I think this becomes a suggestion because a lot of people have bought these. This did not come with mine, I bought it separately, but it is a Viair product. It actually says Viair on the dial in the front there. So real quick, just wanted to show you, this is how I air up my tires. This is the system that I use. There's plenty of hose here to get the job done. And just kind of wanted to show you guys. I encourage you to, if you need an air compressor, I encourage you to buy one of these. I'm not being sponsored by them, so I'm not getting any money, but this has saved us many, many times. So, okay, well, I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. We got, hopefully, get some more subscribers and grow the channel more. I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll get back to you usually within 24 hours. Thanks for watching and we'll see you soon.